everyone, welcome to Savvy Budgeting. I'm so excited to have you here and also so excited to welcome you to my first budgeting video on this channel. So basically what I want to do in today's video is take you through how I budget my fortnightly or bi-weekly paycheck and how I allocate those funds to each of my different categories for spending. So a little bit about myself. So my name is Faye and I live in Sydney, Australia. So you'll be seeing Australian bills on this channel. And basically, I live in Sydney with my husband and my two cats and my two poor babies. And we're basically on our journey to becoming debt-free, mortgage-free, and hopefully getting that financial freedom that we all yearn for through taking little steps like budgeting. Super excited to be part of this community and share my methods with you. So let's start budgeting. So what I have here is just a budgeting template that I found online. I'll leave it in the description box down below. It's just a free one that I found. And basically what I want to do is I want to talk you through each of these things and how I allocate my salary and all of the different sections to be able to do my cash stuffings at the end of the pay period. So let's start all the way up here. Let's move our calculator out of the way. So the first source of income that I have is my salary. There we go. So for the sake of privacy, I'm not actually going to be disclosing that amount just because I don't feel comfortable sharing that online, but just know that that is where the bulk of my money comes from. And I also have a side hustle, which is tutoring. So I also really enjoy tutoring. So I actually do tutoring as a side hustle. Now, the money from my side hustle or my tutoring, I actually allocate to my expenses at the end of the month because the amount that I make from my tutoring gig does vary month to month. So one month it might be a lot higher, one month it might be lower depending on the season. So normally when it's school holidays, you'll find that it's a bit lower. When it's closer to exam periods, a little bit higher. So yeah, just fluctuates. So I like to factor that in at the end of the month. And for this month, we're factoring in $680. So I'm going to actually allocate the full amount to this first paycheck in September so that it kind of evens out. Okay, so now that we've got the total income, so I'm just going to put a little thing there, we're going to take out our bills. So for the first half of this month, like I said, I get paid bi-weekly. So these are the 6 bills that will be coming out in the first 2 weeks of September. I'm not going to put actual money amounts next to these, but just know that all of these did come out. And then once I did calculate all of these, I was left with a total of $1,350 once I had all of those things. Now, some of these costs, for example, my council fees and my gas bills don't actually come every month. They come quarterly, so every 3 months. So they're not always going to be there, but there's also some on this that are not due this fortnight. So for example, my car insurance is not here. So that will be allocated to my next pay. So it won't always have these kind of heavier amounts every single time. So after I pay all of my bills, I have $1,350 left to allocate to my normal spending, sinking funds, and savings. So my normal spending amounts are actually part of this binder that I have here. So let's take a look at what the categories are. So the first one is groceries. So let's write that in. Move that over here. So the first category we have is groceries. So let's write that in. Next category we have is eating out. petrol or gas, as you guys call it in America. Household. Hope you can see that. Just push it up a bit. My spending. Family. And miscellaneous. So these are my cash envelope categories that I have every single month. So for this paycheck, groceries, so every single week I use, I allocate a certain amount to groceries, and this fortnight I'm going to be allocating $170. Eating out will be getting $80. Now, petrol, in Australia or Sydney in general, right now we are actually in a lockdown period. So we've actually been in a strict lockdown for, I think, almost 11 weeks at this point. So I haven't really been traveling to work, haven't really been going out and about as much as we normally do. So our petrol budget has gone down a little bit, but I know we still do have to obviously go grocery shopping, etc. So we do still use the cars, but our petrol budget is a lot lower than it would be. Normally it would be double this, but I'm going to be allocating $60. Then we have household, which will be getting $30. So household is basically anything that I need for my house. So maybe we've run out of detergent, dishwashing liquid, you know, we need something for around the house for cleaning purposes, etc. That's where that will come out of. My spending will be getting $40. So this is just anything that I might want during the fortnight. I can use my allocated money for that. Then we have family. So family can mean any activity that I do with my extended family. So it could be going out with my parents or my brothers or my in-laws or something that doesn't really get covered by any of these other categories. So sometimes we might go out for lunch with my family and you know, we might need some extra money because this $80 for eating out just covers eating out for my husband and I of a fortnight. So this family will cover whatever other activities. Maybe we go out, you know, bowling or something. So that's what this is for, basically family activities. And family will be getting $30. And last but not least, we have miscellaneous, just for any other thing that I might want to do. And that's going to be getting $15. So let's calculate that up. Okay, let's do this. So 170 plus 80 plus 60 plus 30 plus 40 plus 30 plus 15, and that is $424. $425. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to take this amount here and minus 425 from it. So let's do it. 9,350 minus 425. We're left with $925. So that is the amount that we are now going to carry over to the rest of our areas. So next we have our sinking funds. So my sinking funds folder, let's bring it up, is this one right here. So this has all of my sinking fund categories in it. So let's take a look here. So first category we have here is health. So let's write these in. So we have health. So health is anything medical related, health related of a month. So for example, I have a dentist appointment coming up in October. So I will be using the money in here for that dentist appointment. Next we have house. So house is any expense that I have for my house. So maybe that's buying some more candles, maybe it's buying some decorations, some bed linen, maybe I want to buy a new piece of furniture or something. That's what this envelope is going to be allocated for. Then we have cars. So this one is for car maintenance, car servicing, anything to do with car registration. So every year you have to pay car registration. So this is what feeds into that. And actually I do have a car registration due at the end of October. So I'm going to have to factor in some money for that. Then we have pets. So pretty self-explanatory. This is for my pets. So I have two beautiful cats. I have a ragdoll named Bella, and I have a domestic short hair cross tortoiseshell cat named Fifi. Both of them are my absolute poor babies and I love them. So this sinking fund is for them. So this is for maybe their vaccinations, their vet visits, anything for that, it will be covered. Next we have beauty. So beauty is going to cover anything related to beauty. So that could be like my nails, that could be my hair. And as of recently, I really want to get some laser hair removal done. So that sinking fund will pay for those laser hair removal sessions. Then we have travel. Obviously we can't travel at the moment, but when we can, I want to have a nice cushion in here so that we can at least travel, even if it is just a short little holiday. And then we have birthdays. So pretty self-explanatory again, just any gifts and birthdays that come up. And then last is me. So this is just saving up for anything that I might want, like clothes and stuff like that. So this is just called me. So yeah, these are all of my sinking funds. So that's my sinking funds binder. Now for this month of September, the allocations are going to be very interesting. So for health, I'm going to budget in $100. Like I said, I have a dentist appointment coming up in October, like mid-October, that I want to save up for. Next we have house. House is going to be getting $75. Basically what I want to do is I want to buy a new chandelier or a new set of lights for my kitchen, like those fancy ones. So I want to save up a little bit of money for those. Next we have cars. So cars are going to be getting $150 because like I said, I've got my registration due at the end of next month. So I really want to bulk that envelope up. Then we have cats. So cats are going to get $60. Beauty is going to also get $60. Travel will be getting $30. Birthdays will be getting $15. And me will be getting $50. So let's calculate that up. 100 plus 75 plus 150 plus 60 plus 60 plus 30 plus 15 plus 50 gives us $540. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this amount and minus that. So 925 minus 540 gives us $385. So that's what we're going to be carrying over. So extras this month. So this month I do want to put in a few extras, namely around 2 areas. So one of the areas is cars. I'm going to have to allocate a little bit more this month to cars because like I said, I've got my registration coming and that's around almost 400 and some change. So I just want to make sure I've got enough money in my envelope to be able to pay for that. And for car, I'm going to be budgeting in $150 extra. And the other area I want to kind of work to reduce is my mortgage. So this month I'm going to allocate $100 towards my mortgage as well. So a good amount of money there. So let's do our subtotals. So 150 plus 100 plus 100 is 250. Now we just have to do that minus that. So 385 minus 250 gives us $135 remaining. So now we're going into our savings and debt category. So my savings and debt categories have pretty standard things. So the first debt category, let's move that up a little bit so you can see, is my $5 saving challenge. So my $5 saving challenge, I'm actually going to budget no money for that because this challenge is actually contributed to by any leftover from my normal spending. So anything that I don't spend here goes into my $5 challenge. The other challenge is my $1 and $2 challenge. Again, I'm not going to budget in anything there because any $1 and $2 coins that I have left over from my normal spending categories will be feeding into that challenge. So the next challenge that I have is my $1,000 saving challenge. So this is actually one that I created myself. So let me show you. You can probably hear my cat in the background. So let's just push this over. Bring this over here. So this is my $1,000 saving challenge. So basically what this is basically that you can save $1,000 over 26 weeks. So let me give you a little bit of a background around why I created this. So in Australia, we don't actually have $1 and $2 notes. We have coins for those denominations. So a lot of the $100 envelope challenges, a lot of these kind of like saving challenges I found had single denominations, so like $21 or $33, and having coins in my envelopes is not my most favored situation. So I wanted to make a saving challenge with denominations of 5 so that it was easy for us to save. So I made this $1,000 saving challenge. So basically what it is that over 26 weeks, you can choose any of these little cat sections to color in, like I've done here. I've just colored one in, and you can put them towards your saving challenge envelopes. So this is a really versatile. So like I said, get paid fortnightly. So I did it over 26 weeks. But if you get paid weekly or you want to do this challenge weekly, you can double up on the sections, and you can actually do this twice in 1 year. And do it over 52 weeks if that's what you want. But yes, so this is the $1,000 challenge that I'm going to be doing in my savings challenge. And for this pay, I'm going to be saving $100. So let's factor that in here. So my $1,000 saving challenge is going to be getting $100. And the last category that I have is emergency. And emergency will be getting $35. So 100 plus 35, we know 100 plus 35 is 135. And 135 minus 135 is $0. So that is a zero-based budget saving breakdown. So yes, that is how I break down my salary. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video where I use this to stuff my cash envelopes and sinking funds. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.